Hello, good morning friends. I am Ankit and welcome to my channel. I am here with my daily predictions and analysis for global markets and commodities. In this analysis, with the help of candlestick charts and indicators, we will try to find out the entries, the trading behavior and the targets throughout this day for major global markets including Dow Jones, Nasdaq 100, FTSE 100, Germany 40, Nifty and also commodities including gold and silver and crude oil and natural gas. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment, and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you can stay tuned with the latest analysis. Now let's start the day with gold first. Gold currently trading at 1963 levels. Now you must recall that I have been shouting this since last couple of days that gold is trying to give a breakout, and that is what it did yesterday. It gave a wonderful breakout and achieved 1965 plus levels. That was the target. Now what can be expected today? See, this is the 4-hour charts for gold, and on the 4-hour charts, after this bullish rally, this is the minor retracement, and now it is trying to give a breakout again. So possibly now if it breaks 1965 again, you can expect 1971, and beyond 1971 it can try to give you another bullish rally towards 1978 and 1985 levels. So I'll be watchful of this. However, if it drops, see, also on this 4-hour charts, higher lows is indicative that it is still bullish, and also this is coming after a retracement, and hence a possible support. If you try to take a long entry, the stop loss should be somewhere here at around 1957 level. This is also 100 period moving average and specifically 1955. So any drop below 1955 will be a confirmation that it may try to drop further below 1955. We can expect it to come back again towards 1947 and 1945 levels. But this is just on 4-hour charts. Also let's have a look at the indicator. We'll look into different time frames. See, this is overbought on the 4-hour charts. MACD is divergent and it is still on buy side, and RSI is not indicating anything. Now look at the 3-hour charts. On the 3-hour charts also, see, higher lows, also lower highs, indicative it is trying to consolidate, and that is why I say any long entry is only above 1965, beyond which you can expect it to rally again, and only short entry is 1954. Rather, here you can see 1954, 1955. If it trades below this zone, definitely it will try to break further. So don't try take a hasty trade in between 1965 and 1955 levels. In these 10 points, we will be still cautious and watchful here. Similarly with the 2-hour charts, on the 2-hour chart, see, uh, higher lows trading in this channel, and possibly if it breaks this channel at 1955, yes, there you can go short and you can expect it to drop, else it can continue to rise. Now coming back to the daily charts, on the daily charts, see, now the 20 period moving average is giving it a support here at 1958, and this is the exponential moving average at 1965. Now in between these two levels, between 1965 and 1955, so I will say 1955 here, in between these 10 points I'll be watchful and cautious. Any drop below 1955 will try to bring it towards 1947-48 zone, and yes, it is still bullish. Why it is so? See, this is the breakout candle. I had told yesterday too, this is the breakout candle, and after this breakout, this is the second green candle. So this is also left a wick out there, so possibly breaking the previous highs, it will again try to hit. If it breaks the previous highs at around 1955-56 zone, it will try to again hit 1971 and plus levels on the downside. See, the support at 1947-48 should come into picture. So yes, breaking 1955, you can expect that it can try to drop till towards 1947-48, and on the upside, breaking 1965, you can expect it to hit 1971 levels. Also, one can take a long entry at 1947-48 and expect it to rise again. Similarly, at 1971, possibly it can try to retrace back again on the downside. Now look at the indicators on the daily charts. It is overbought on stochastic. MACD trying to converge and crossover and enter into buy zone again. So yes, we will have to be cautious and don't take a trade between 1955 and 65. Above 1965, the target is 1971. On the downside, below 1955, the target is towards 1951 and 1947, and any drop below 1947 will take it towards 1944, 1941 levels. Remember, 1940 is a strong support for gold. Also on the daily chart, there is a minor support from this 20 period moving average at around 1958 levels, and breaking which you can expect it to drop towards 1955, 51, 47 levels. So yes, a possible short entry can be taken at 1958 also, but still it will be a little bit of you can say a risky trade. A confirmed short entry is below 1955, where you can expect 1951 and 48 levels, and above 1965, yes, you can go long and expect it to hit 1971 levels, plus levels. In fact, it can once it crosses 1971, the next target is 1978 levels. So take your trades accordingly. This is all for gold. Now let's have a look at silver. Likewise, silver too gave a strong break yesterday and achieved the strong resistance zone at 2580. Yesterday, as I told, beyond 2540, it is going to fly, and that is what has happened. It has achieved 2580 levels. A strong breakout it is shown. Now for the day, you can see after this minor retracement, it is now also again giving a breakout here. So yes, with the support at 2555, you can expect again a rally in silver, where you can expect again 2580 levels, which can be achieved. At least it may try to achieve 2580 and 2585. Double top can be formed, and from there we can possibly see what can happen. If it breaks 2580-85 zone, the target is 2600, and yes, it can achieve 2600 also if it continues to trade above 2558 levels. Below 2558, it may again try to hit 2550 and 2540. These two levels are very strong support levels for silver for any downward move. If it breaks 2540, you can expect that it can try to come back again towards 2520 and 2500 levels. However, I think it may try to continue in the bullish levels. But yes, near to overbought on the stochastic, and MACD wide and divergent, indicating strong bullishness. RSI trying to enter into overbought zones. On the 3-hour charts, more or less, it is trying to see this was a strong bullish candle, minor retracement, and after this retracement it is trying to give a rise. Now either one possibility that it may try to give a double top or breakout beyond and then look forward to a drop. Possibly it may try to do so. It can try to go close to 2598, 2600 zone before looking forward to a drop. That is what we can expect. So yes, right now with the support at 2558, yes, you can expect that it can try to hit 2580, 2585 and 2598, 2600 zone, and beyond that also, and from there we can again expect it to retrace back a bit on the downside. On the downside, yes, 2540 levels here should provide a very strong support for gold for any downward move. And on the stochastic too, it is near to overbought. MACD is wide and divergent, indicating strong bullishness. Also, coming back to the daily charts, on the daily charts, you'll find similarly, as I told, 25-40 zones, 40-45 zones. This is a 20 period simple and exponential moving average, which should provide a strong support to silver for any downward move. Also look at this, the previous candle left a strong tail and a strong wick, indicating that possibly there is bullishness. And see, this level at 2600, it may try to hit before it tries to retrace back a bit. This is a strong resistance level for silver for any upward move. So possibly yes, till the time it remains about 2560, you can expect it to rise, and you can expect that it might hit 2585 and 2600 zone, and from there try to retrace back a bit. So trade accordingly. This is all for silver. Now let's have a look at crude oil. See, oil getting support, and first of all, see, oil has seen a higher 116 levels for the week. I had told 116 should provide a resistance there. Now see, this is the strong resistance zone for oil, which it failed to break, 115 and 113 levels. And this zone at 113 and 115 gave it a strong resistance. One candle and it just broke out of this. Now it has got its support again at 111 and 110.5 levels. Uh, but yes, if it comes out of this zone again, possibly it can give you a break till towards 108 and below levels. Also at the same time, now we will be looking at a break beyond 113. If it comes back again towards and goes above 113, yes, you can expect it to go back again till towards 115, 116 and plus level. This might give a strong breakout on the upside. So see, one observation is this was a sideways movement earlier, now it is coming back to the lower box out there and indicating that yes, there is still a little bearishness here in oil, and probably it may try to trade sideways for a couple more candle and then give a breakout again on the downside, which might try to take it towards 108 level. So a possible short entry below 110 can be taken, rather I will say 109.5 can be taken, where you can expect that it may try to hit 108 levels. And on the upside, if it breaks 100, see, to come back to this zone, it has to break 113. So 113 levels, yes, you can take a long entry, and 109.5 you can take a short entry, and you can expect that it can try to drop a bit on the downside. Now also look at the near term charts. See, this was the bullish channel in which it was trading. It has formed a high out there. Also look at this, it may try to form a shoulder there at 113 before looking forward to a drop. And yes, support here at 110, if it breaks, that is what I said, 109.5, if it breaks 109.5, you can expect it to drop further on the downside. Look at this, look at the stochastic on the 4-hour charts. Now it is oversold and looking forward on an upside move. So possibly with the support here at 113, it can try to again rise. So if it breaks and comes back in the zone of 113, possibly yes, it can one can expect 115 and 116 zone, which it may try to achieve. See, it is bearish on MACD on the 4-hour charts. Now look at the daily charts. On the daily charts, you will find that it is trying to consolidate. Now see, previous one thing is higher lows, second thing is lower highs. So any breakout beyond 115 is a definite confirmation that it is going to fly again. Any breakdown below 110 is a definite confirmation that it can try to come back to 108, and then below that we can expect 105 levels also. So yes, it is trying to consolidate, and possibly with an upward bias. And yes, if you see a breakout beyond 115, you can expect it to rise. So for the day, as I said, 113 is the level beyond which you can expect it to rise. And look at the daily charts, the stochastic is looking downwards there, so I'll be watchful and cautious, yet it can sustain overbought levels. Also on the MACD, on the daily charts, it has crossed over on a buy side, so I'll be cautious. That is what I'm saying. Only long entry is at 113, where you can expect 115 levels as the next target, and then 116, and beyond that it will fly towards 120. On the downside, if you see it trading below 110, 109.5, you can expect that it is going to hit 108 and 105 levels also. So take your positions accordingly. This is all for oil. Now let's have a look at natural gas. So see, this is the charts for daily charts for natural gas. Haven't I told many a times that you can take a long entry or NG on NG at 5.02, and you can expect that the target at 5.4 and 5.6 can be achieved. It went till 5.4, in fact went close to 5.5. Now trading is still with a bullish bias. Also look at this. This is consistently giving higher highs and higher lows, trading in this beautifully in this channel. Now the support for the day, the next candle at around $5.3 levels, only break down below 5.3 and indicates that it may try to come back to 5.2, and till the time it remains above 5.3, it can try to hit $5.6 levels. 5.62 can be also achieved. So it can try to probably trade between 5.62 to 5.3. Any breakdown below 5.3 is an indication that it may try to act bearish. It is overbought here on the charts. Stochastic and MACD has crossed over, and it is wide and divergent. It's indicating a strong bullishness out there. So this is on the daily charts. Let's have a look at the 4-hour charts and try to find if we can get some good entries here. Now look at the 4-hour charts. On the 4-hour charts, see, it has achieved 5.5 here, and this is a red candle. It is giving higher lows here. Probably now if it breaks 5.4, If it breaks 5.4 here, yes, you can take a short entry and expect it may hit $5.3 levels, which is a strong support, and below that $5.2 levels, which are going to be the support again. On the upside, breaking 5.5, here you can expect that it can try to come back to 5.55 and $5.6 levels. 5.6 may definitely be a good resistance. So don't trade between 5.4 and 5.5, and take your positions. A buy is above 5.5, where the target is at 5.54 and 5.6, and beyond that anything is a bonus. We can expect 5.62 and $5.8 levels. On the downside, if you see it trading below 5.4, take a short entry for 5.3, and below $5.3 we can expect 5.2 and 5.02 also. Look at this stochastic on the 4-hour charts is overbought and trying to look downwards. MACD trying to converge. RSI is overbought here on the 4-hour charts. Overbought here means it can try to cool down a bit. And similarly on the 3-hour charts, the see after any such pattern where you can see a rhythmic pattern or a megaphone pattern, then it continues to rise. It can try to follow. It follows it in general with a little breakdown. So possibly it can try to hit 5.3 again, and from there we will watch how it trades. The support at 5.3 and 5.25 and 5.2 is existence. This zone between 5.3 and 5.2 something I will be watch out for. Now, as I said, a long entry beyond 5.5 and a short entry below 5.4. Take your positions accordingly. Below 5.4, you can target 5.3, 5.25 and $5.2 levels, and a long entry above 5.5 where you can target 5.54 and $5.6 levels. Take your positions accordingly. Now let's have a look at Nifty. So this is Nifty on the 3-hour charts, and you can see it is trading sideways, and it is also giving lower highs and higher lows, trying to consolidate. Now a breakout beyond 17,300, a breakout beyond 17,300, one can try to go long 17,350 and 17,450, which is going to be stronger resistance is the target. So beyond 300, 17,300, yes, you can go long and expect it to rise a bit. Similarly, you can take a short entry at 17,200, below which you can expect it to drop again towards 17,100, 17,000 and below levels. So don't trade between 17,300 to 200 zone. Around this 100 points we should spare off. Look at the stochastic near to overbought. There is a possible crossover on the 3-hour charts on MACD, and it may come back to buy zone, but let's have a look at the different time frames there. On the 4-hour charts also similarly you will find that, see, this was the bullish rise, consistent green candles, higher. But here if you look at, this is what it is trying to give. It is giving lower highs there, and now also if you look at, see, it is giving lower highs. Also look at this, it has got its support here at 17,300. So possibly it may try to still consolidate between this zone. Any breakdown below 17,300, uh, sorry, the levels I would like to correct, 17,200 and 300, not 300 and 400. 17,200 and 300 is something which I'll be watchful of. Any breakout beyond 17,300 is something which can be taken as a good indication that it may try to give a breakout again. However, look at this, if it continues to rise, as I said, beyond 17,300 you can expect 17,350 and 400 lower highs. It can try to achieve 17,400. At the same time, if it breaks 17,200, you can again expect, see, right now it is trying to trade with this support. So possibly, in fact, 17,200 should be a very strong support for Nifty today. Any breakdown below 17,200, you can expect 17,150 and 17,100. See, every 50 points it is getting resistance and support. On the upside to 17,350 and 17,400 should provide a stronger resistance. Now look at this, it is overbought and looking downwards on stochastic. Possible crossover on MACD is what we can see on the daily charts. On the daily charts you will find that, see, if it breaks out beyond 17300, see, this is what it is trying to do. The support definitely at 17200 and 250 is there. This is the 100 period moving average, which may provide a little support for any downside move at 17240, and 17200 should be a very strong support. At the same time, on the upside, you can expect that if it continues to rise beyond 17300, yes, here you can expect 17350, 17400 and 410 levels. So a possible trading zone, it's good long or good to go long, is above 17300. Almost all the candles have confirmed that a long entry is beyond 17300, where the next target is 17350 and 17410. And on the downside, if it breaks 17200, then you can take a short entry. Look at this here, a flat support at around 17150 will come into picture. After that, 17150, 17100, and then if it breaks 17100, it is going to break strongly on the downside towards 17000 levels. Now look at this, the stochastic is comfortable there. It has come down to almost, you can say, neither overbought nor oversold zone, and it can decide the direction it may try to choose. And MACD is still converging and it is still on the buy side. So yes, don't trade between 17200 to 300. Take a long above 17300 for 17350 and 400, and on the downside it can try to hit 17200. So possible trading zone between 17200 and 400 can be taken. If you see it dropping at 17200 to 40, you can still try to take a long entry there and expect that it can rise. And yes, if it breaks below 17200, the next support at 17150 and 17100 is there. Below 17100 we are bearish. It can try to drop strongly on the downside towards 17000 levels. So take your positions accordingly. Now let's have a look at US30. See, this is the 4-hour chart for US30. It has achieved higher highs. Also, this is trying to take, but see, my expectation after such pattern, or what I see in general after such pattern, is that a drop has to follow. However, these are markets, and not necessarily always it tries to behave in same fashion. Now look at this. See, the support here from the 20 period moving average on the 4-hour charts, it is around 34640 levels, and 34600 is a pivot. So yes, if it breaks 34600, then you can expect that it is going to drop again towards 34500 and 34440 zone. So it can break strongly if it drops below 34600 zone. Also look at this on the 4-hour chart. See, near term charts, higher highs and higher lows, and the pivot at around 34700. So with the support at around 34700, pivot at around 34700, it may try to trade between 34600 and 34800 zone. And possibly yes, you can take a short entry at 34700 with this next support coming into picture at 34600 zone. This zone at 34600 is going to be important, and yes, the resistance at 34800 is equally important for the day. So if you see it trading below 34600, this you can take short, and any move beyond 34800 will try to again take it towards 34900 levels, which is going to be stronger resistance. Now possibly right now it appears that 34800 should be a resistance and 34700 should be a support, and breaking 34700 you can take a short entry for 34600, and below 34600, yes, it may break strongly. On the upside, if it breaks 34800, we can expect it to rise strongly again towards 34900, and this time it may try to give further highs. Also look at the 4-hour charts. It is trying to give you head and shoulders pattern. So possibly a break from 34800 again on the downside can be expected. The next target is towards 34500 and below levels. So yes, it is given consistent green candles, and possibly a break below 34700, you can take a short entry. Now look at this, the 4-hour stochastic is overbought. The MACD is trying to converge and cross over on the buy side. If it crosses over, we can again expect it to rise. Also look at this, the RSI is neither overbought not oversold. And similarly on the 3-hour charts, if you look at the 3-hour charts, similar is the story on the 3-hour charts. The major support for the day should be at around, see, you can find this out, and after this it has changed the gears. Now if it breaks 34800, possibly breaking. See, this has always been a stronger resistance. You can take a long entry at 34,820 for the next target at 34,900, and if it breaks this, it may try to break strongly towards 35,000 levels. Similarly, on the downside, if you see, if it breaks 34,700 here, yes, 34,600 is going to be stronger support, and then 34,500 below that. So every 100 points, almost every 100 points it has got, but then it has to come back into this zone. If it is bearish, it may try to come back towards 34,300 zone again. I have told many times 34,200 400 zone is important, and possibly if it sustains below 34,400, it will try to go towards 34,200 also. So yes, anything is possible. Take a short entry at 34,700, and yes, you can expect it to get a support, a strong support at 34,600. Breaking this only, one can expect that it is going to drop further again on the downside. Now look at the daily charts. Coming back to the daily charts, you will find that, see, there is a support here at 34,300 for sure, and previous candles you can see higher highs they have given. Now it is also, this candle is also given highs, but if it breaks 34,800, which these two candles, see, there is a stronger resistance here, and if it breaks 34,820, here you can go long, and the target is towards 34,900, 880 and 900, and below, beyond that it will definitely fly towards 35,000. So yes, I'll be watchful of that. Similarly, if you see it dropping below 34,700, then you can take a short entry, possibly the first target 34,600, and then it may try to come back to till towards 34,400, 420 zone, and possibly beyond that it will break strongly. So I'll still be alert. Look at this, on the directional movement is bullish, daily stochastic looking downwards. However, it is neither oversold nor overbought, so it can still decide to choose which direction it want to go. And yes, a possible convergence here on the MACD is what we can see, and we have to be cautious there. It is still on the buy side. So to summarize it well, I think in between, first of all, 34,700 and 800 zone, don't trade. Take a short below 34,700 for 34,610, 34,600 zone, and take a long about 34,820 for 34,880, 34,900, which is going to be stronger resistance. Beyond that, it will try to hit 35,000 plus levels. And similarly, yes, a larger no trade, larger consolidation zone in between 34,600 and 34,820, breaking 34,600 again. Yes, you can expect that it is going to hit 34,500, 34,400, 34,350 levels, which is proven to be a stronger resistance. Beyond that, it will break towards 34,200 levels. At the same time, if it breaks 34,900, you can expect that it is not going to stop till 35,000 and 35,100 plus levels. So take your positions accordingly. This is all for US 30. Now let's have a look at US 100. See, this is the charts for US 100, and it has come out of this resistance which was existent between 14,660, 14,700. I told many times this is going to be a stronger resistance. With this resistance, it has dropped nicely, but then taking the support here, it has given you consistent green candles. Also look at this, with the support here at 14,450, it is given this a rise. Now after this rise, so this is the near term 4-hour charts, and you can find that there is a little resistance for it at around 34,770, and also at around 14,770 and 14,800. Also look at this lower lows. So it is pivoted nicely at around 14,740, 14,750 levels, and yes, a high at around 14,800, the support at around 14,740 levels, 14,720 levels. Below this, see, right now it is trying to consolidate and waiting for a breakout, and if it breaks down below 14,700 here, and yes, you can take a short entry there. You can expect that the strongest resistance is at around 14,650, 660 zone. Beyond that, it may try to break strongly on the downside. So I'll be still watchful, and not necessary that it is going to break. However, now on the downside, the support is here at around 14,550, 600 zone. This is the 20 period moving average, which may provide a support. So yes, you can take a short entry below 14,660 levels, and above this you can expect that it may try to probably give a breakout again. So yes, if you see it trading above 14,810, There you take a long entry, and you can expect that the rally should continue towards 14,880, 14,950 and 15,000 levels. Similarly, you can find that MACD is trying to direction is trying to converge, and MACD on the 4 hour stochastic on the 4 hour charts is overbought here. So possibly a little red candles, couple of red candles can be expected. And yes, a crossover on MACD is what we can expect. If it crosses over US, it can resume the bull run again. RSI near to overbought levels. Now coming to the 3 hour charts. On the 3 hour chart, see here, on the 3 hour charts, the more or less it is trying to behave in same fashion. Now with the support at 14,750, if it breaks 14,750, it is going to hit 14,700, and once it breaks 14,700, the strong support at 14,660 will come into picture. Below 14,660, yes, you can take a strong break, and it is going to break strongly on the downside. On the other side, if it breaks 14,810, then one can remain long on US 100, and you can expect that it may hit 14,880, and then it will try to hit 14,950 and 15,000 also. On the downside, 14,660 is a strong support, and then 14,600 is a strong support. Breaking these two levels, yes, you can expect that we can further uh, expect a drop on US 100, where 14,460 will come into picture, and below that 14,400 should also be expected. Now look at the 3 hour charts is also overbought, but yes, it can sustain these overbought levels. The MACD has just crossed over and is still trading with a divergence and looking forward a little bit bullish. But now let's come back to the daily charts. On the daily charts, you can find that, see, first thing, it may try to hit 14,800, which is the highs for this channel, and from 14,800 it can try to possibly 14,810, 14,800, 810 levels, rather I will say 14,820 you can consider. From there you can expect that probably if it breaks that zone, yes, it will definitely try to hit 15,000 levels, 14,950 and 15,000 levels, with the resistance at 14,900. And yes, till the time it trades below, so if you see it trading below 14,700, go short for 14,660, 14,600, and then below that it may try to break towards 14,500 levels. So only short entry is below 14,700 now, and yes, a long entry is above 14,820. In between these 120 points, don't trade, let it decide a direction. Any break below 14,700, go short there for 14,660, 14,600, 14,540, 14,500, and then towards 14,460 levels, and below that it may break strongly on the downside. Above 14,820, yes, one can go long. Now look at this, see divergence there on the, see, this is on the directional movement, this is the stochastic, and it is consistently and continuing in the overbought zone for this is continuous, this whole week and beyond last week also. So yes, it is overbought, and I don't find that it can sustain a bit, but yes, today it can sustain, and next week probably we can expect a drop. However, these are markets and these charts are based on historical pattern. However, yes, I am expecting that US 100 must drop, and whether it drops today, tomorrow, or day after tomorrow, or Monday, or I means if it drops today or next week, we have to see and wait and watch. However, right now it is overbought, and yes, if it breaks below 14,700, one can go short for 14,660, 14,600, 14,540, 14,500. Above 14,820, it will try to hit 15,000 levels, but before that, the nearest resistance is at around 14,880, 900 levels. Look at the MACD, it is wide divergent, and RSI neither overbought nor oversold. So yes, we'll be cautious here and we'll be watchful here, and don't trade between 14,700 and 14,810 levels. And above and below, you can take a long and short positions accordingly for the targeted 14,880, 14,900, 14,950, 15,000. On the downside, 660, 14,600, 14,540, 14,500, and 14,460 levels. So take your positions accordingly. Now let's have a look at FTSE 100. See, FTSE 100 on the daily charts is getting the resistance at 7500. I told many times that this zone at 7500 and 7520 is definitely going to provide a stronger resistance. Also at the same time, the support at 7440 is very much existent. So in between these 60 points, I will still say avoid trading. Avoid trading between 7440 and 7500. Let's wait and let it decide a direction. So below 7440 you can expect 7420 and 7400, which is going to be stronger support. And look at this, yes, it is giving higher lows on the daily charts. That is what we are looking forward to, higher lows on the daily charts. So for the day, the support at 7450 should come into picture, which is going to be stronger support, and 7500 is going to be a strong resistance. So above, yes, you can go short below 7450 and expect it to drop towards 7440, 7430, 7420 levels. It is stochastic is overbought, looking downwards. MACD trying to converge and look is still in buy zone. Look at the 4-hour charts. On the 4-hour charts also, one can clearly see that first it has seen the high there, drop, nice drop, a retracement, consolidating here in between this zone 7460 and 7500, probably a break below 7450. Yes, you can go short at 7450, then we can expect a sharper drop on US 100 towards 7440, 7420 and below levels. On the other side, if it trades above 7500, yes, you can go long for 7510, 7520 and plus level. This time it is going to break strongly on the upside. So similar is the story there. Now look at this, the 4-hour charts also looking downwards, and MACD is divergent on the sell side. Similarly on the 3-hour charts, more or less it says the same thing. It is describing the same story. But yes, if it breaks below 7450, I will recommend you to go short. For the supports here are very nearby, 7440, 7420, and if it breaks 7420, you can expect that it is going to break strongly on the downside. Similarly, if you see it trading above 7450, yes, you can go long there, and don't trade between 7450 and 7500 levels. Now let's have a look at Germany 40. See, Germany trying to, first of all, on the 3-hour chart, it has got its resistance intact at 7380 levels, and we have seen multiple time frames hitting this zone. Today 7360 should be a resistance. Beyond that, it will definitely rise strongly towards 7400 and 7500, 14400 and 14500 levels. So yes, 14380 levels should be a stronger resistance. 14360 also is going to be stronger resistance for Germany 40. Now look at this on the 3-hour charts. It may try to give a red candle. The next support at around 14280 levels should come into picture. Below 14280, yes, you can expect it to drop again towards 14200. So see, basically it is trying to trade between 14200 to 14400 zone, trying to consolidate here. Any breakout above and below should be considered as a strong breakout, where you can expect that it may try to, so yes, breakout, but sustenance is also important. So if it breaks below beyond 14400, yes, it is going to rise further. Now look at this on the near term 3-hour charts. You can find that this zone at 14 to 80, 14 to 80 is also important. Breaking 14 to 80, the next target is 14 to 40, 14 to 100, and below that it will break strongly. On the upside, if it breaks 14380, 14360, yes, you can expect that it is going to rise further towards 14400, 500 and plus levels. Look at the stochastic near to overbought, possible convergence and crossover on MACD. Now look at the 4-hour charts. On the 4-hour charts too, the more or less it is trying to convey the same thing. And yes, this is a consolidation happening. Here is the support at 14180, higher lows. The highs here are very much limited at 14380 zone. For the day, 14360, 14380 zone is going to be important. If it breaks, then 14400 and beyond 14400, definitely it will fly. At the same time, if it breaks 14280, yes, you can rather I will say 14270. If it breaks 14270, yes, you can take a short entry for 14200 levels, and below that you can expect it to drop. So in between 14270 and 14380, around these 110 points, I'll recommend you not to take a position. Above and below, yes, you can expect a drop and accordingly a rise and drop at the plus and minus levels. Stochastic near to overbought, trying to convert, probably looking downwards. Now look at the daily charts. On the daily charts, it is formed. See, I can say there is a strong resistance at 14600, and yes, it is formed a top. It is looking forward a break there. So yes, if you see it trading below 14180, don't forget to go short. Then you can expect 14,000 levels directly. It will lend to 14,000 and 13,800 levels. The break is going to be strong enough for it to take towards 13,800 also. On the upside, if it breaks 14,400, yes, there you can expect that it may try to head towards 14,500 zone. Now look at this. Look at another observation, that it is formed almost double top. So yes, you can expect that it can try to come back at least towards 14,160, 180 zone, and then below that it may try to break strongly. So yes, you can take a short entry at 14,270, expect it to come back to 14,200, 14,170, and then below that we can expect a strong break. On the upside, you can take a long entry at 14,400, beyond which you can expect 14,500 and plus plus levels. So take your positions accordingly. And MACD is looking downwards, probably trying to enter into oversold position, and stochastic and MACD trying to converge and crossover. So this is all for Germany 40 and global markets and commodities. And if you like and appreciate my effort, don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment. Also, you can be part of my premium Telegram group where you can enjoy the trading signals, and also be part of my mentorship group. The next batch is starting on 4th of April. Be the part of the mentorship batch. The strategy taught will definitely help you become an efficient and proficient trader. Also press the bell icon and stay tuned with the latest analysis. So thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading day. Thank you.